Hello everybody, this is Dawn from Krazy and Krafty. I am not able to see anything on Facebook at the moment. I am showing this without my iPad right now. I ran up to the shop. I figured I'd go live and make a flamingo wreath tonight with you guys. Figure if I have to make it, may as well go live, right? But I forgot my iPad at home, so Gary went home to grab it for me. So I cannot see if anybody is live joining me at the moment. So I'll say hello, and hopefully Gary will be here soon with my iPad. I'm just getting everything ready. These are 10-inch mesh cut into 12-inch strips. That's our pink. We are making flamingo tonight. You guys might already know that I did make this already, but I didn't go live with it because I didn't have my camera at the time. But I made this wreath with the flamingo, and we did a class on it already. So I figured I'd go ahead and do the tutorial for it because we do offer the kit as well. So if you wanted it, that way you'd have the tutorial and you'll know how to make it if you order the kit. And then we also have another class coming up for the flamingo as well. I believe it is Thursday, this Thursday. So while I'm waiting for my iPad to show up so that I can talk with everybody, I will continue cutting. Now this is my green mesh. There's 12-inch of the pink, and there will be 24 12-inch of the green. I hope he hurries up so I can talk with everybody. And I would touch some buttons that are on here, but I have no idea if I would disconnect you guys or not because we just got this and I have no idea. There is a little Facebook button, but I don't know what that would do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I see him pulling up. 17. 18. 19. 20, and there he is. So give us just a minute and hopefully I'll be able to see you guys live in your comments.
I saw Ellen joined. She's watching.
Oh, hi Ellen. I think Ellen, New Jersey, New York, something like that. All right, 1 second, everybody.
You guys watching?
Hi, Jules.
It says you got 5 watching, but that's all I see right now.
Okay.
6. And 5.
Hopefully. Is that good? Okay. Now if I can just find you guys. I think I got it. Ellen? Okay, good evening. Yes, you got it right. New Jersey, yay, I remembered. Pat says hi there. Hi, Pat. Where are you from, Pat? Count again. 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, 3 more. These are 12-inch strips of 10-inch mesh. Upstate New York. All right, so I've got New Jersey and New York in the house tonight. Very nice. Thanks for joining. And I'm going to turn down my sound because you guys can probably hear that like an echo. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. All right, I think that's 22. 2 more. Cut to 12-inch strips. So we have 2 of the green and 1 of the pink. And we're gonna do the triple curl method again tonight. The only reason I'm doing this one again, in case you missed it, this is a class and it's a kit. I am making this again because somebody bought it. Somebody came to class, they loved it, and they purchased it. So I'm making another one. And I figured since I didn't have the camera at the time, the instruction isn't there for if you buy the kit. So if you want to buy the kit, it's available for the Flamingo, super cute. It will be available with a tutorial now. And it'll be uploaded to YouTube. So then you can look back on it and make it with me. And that is Krazy and Krafty on YouTube. So if you like and subscribe, we would love that. You can see what's coming up. Okay, so we've got our 24 12-inch strips cut. Put that aside. We have 12 pink 12-inch strips cut of the mesh. And I have some of the ribbon cut. I will do that. Some of these are done already. How's everybody tonight? Hope no one's going through all the rain like we had. Oh boy, it was bad.
Tornadoes.
Tornado touchdown, trees came down, power lines. I was here in class at the shop and I was scared. It got dark really quick. Rain came down so hard. I was so scared. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 12 of the flamingos. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail those. We have 6 of the chevron. Dovetail those. We also have this ribbon. Zoom in, you guys can see. It's got the hibiscus and ferns. And then there's the chevron to go in there as well. And then we've got this fun polka dot with the same pink as the chevron. And then of course, flamingos to go with our flamingo. So that's our ribbons for tonight. All right, so we've got 12 of the flamingo. I'm gonna dovetail those. We have 6 of the chevron because we're gonna rotate. As soon as I cut these, we're gonna have 6 of these as well, and 12 of those. I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail these. Is anybody making a wreath or anything tonight? Do you have any wreath makers in the house? I know, Ellen, you make them, right? Are you working on anything? You still working on your fall wreath? So these dovetails, you want to make sure you fold it in half like a taco. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to move this down for you. So I'm going to put the wire in my left hand, and I'm going to cut it up towards the metal with my right hand. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I do not cut it metal first. I want to cut it fabric first. If you cut it metal first, you're going to get a point. We don't want a point. We want 2 points. We want a dovetail. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you have power back. I'm sure you are too. We're just dovetailing. We're doing the flamingo wreath. That is Thursday because somebody bought it and now I need another one for the class. I always like to have one in class for the demo so that you can have something to look at. Somebody purchased it, so I'm making another one. I figured I'd go ahead and go live. I like to have one in front of the class. Everyone can look and see what they're making. So I like to have it front and center on my counter as a display. All right, so that's 12 of those. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut my, you just have 6 of these because we're gonna rotate the chevron and the fern or hibiscus, however you wanna call it. We cut these 1.5 and the 2.5 both in 12-inch strips. Fell right off my table. I'm new at wreath making, have made about 5 or 6 so far and gifted 3 and sold 3. Very nice. Got to start somewhere. You sold 3, so that is a really, really great thing. Congratulations. Happy for you. Where'd you sell them at? Do you have Etsy shop? Craft show, marketplace. 2, 3. And I like to dovetail 2 or 3 at a time. Just line them up, hold it tight. They don't move on me that way. And cut on an angle to my left because I'm right-handed. Cut towards the metal, not through the metal. Like a taco, and cut it up. Flip it to the other side. Do the same thing. Line them up, metal to metal, flat to on the top, and cut up. All right, and then all I have left now is my pink. I'm going to do 12 of these. This was already lined up and ready as a kit to be shipped, so this is how it would come, and then you would just cut your ribbons yourself. But we give you everything that you need to do what you see. So I'm actually making this kit. Pat said she's new to wreath making, has made about 5 or 6 so far, and gifted 3 and sold 3.
Nice.
Yeah. I said you got to start somewhere, and I'd love to know where she sells it at. She has an Etsy shop. Did she do craft fair? Is she marketplacing her wreaths?
Definitely.
It's always interesting to know how people are selling them.
Definitely make great gifts.
Yes. Once you gifted them, the recipients ordered one for friends. Very cool. Word of mouth, making one for my granddaughter to hang in her classroom. She's a kindergarten teacher in hopes of getting orders from colleagues. Very smart. Very, very smart. Yes, it's all about word of mouth. This is for sure.
Teachers love wreaths.
And teachers love wreaths, yes. Well, who doesn't, right? I mean,
true.
It makes everybody house proud. Everybody. They make excellent gifts for everybody. Christmas, birthdays, teachers, friends, just to cheer somebody up. I would love to get a wreath in the mail. Just cheer you up. Someone's down. Could send the kit to them too.
Yeah.
A boredom buster, right? Hey, this will help get your mind off of X, Y, and Z. Make a wreath.
Especially if they had a tutorial to follow.
And follow this place on Krazy and Krafty YouTube channel. You'll know all about how to make it. You can make it with her. So is there a time change for New Jersey and New York?
No.
Same?
Same as us.
Same as us, okay.
They're,
Just wondering if this 8 o'clock time worked. I would love that feedback too. See what everybody thought about an 8 o'clock time for lives. All right, just have to dovetail these. There's 12 of them. Dovetail these. I think I'll do 3 at a time. And then we'll get busy and start our wreath. Trying to find a time that works best for everybody, or the majority, for most. What is a good time for lives? Let's see what we're doing tonight. Pat says, just had a birthday this weekend, and my grandson gave me 3 different scissors, wire cutters, and a hot glue pot. Oh, best birthday gift ever. I love my glue pot. Oh my goodness. Love, love, love my glue pot. If you do grapevine wreaths, you will definitely want to get yourself a glue pot. I don't have a very big one. I have a little one, and it is definitely, I'm trying to look for it, show you guys. It's definitely had a lot of love on that glue pot. Let's see if I can find it. Doesn't look the best. It's all got the glue strings all the way around it. Doesn't look the best, but I'll tell you, it's a lifesaver. Because then you can just dip your stems from your flowers into the glue and right into the grapevines. Very nice thing to have. So, all right, let's get started here. The prep work is done-ish. Should probably rotate how I want to do my strips. I like to put the one that's going to stand out the most around the top on the top. And in this case, it'll be the flamingo because I'm making a flamingo wreath. So I'm just going to rotate the chevron in the center and then the fern with the hibiscus. So I'll put the polka dot on the bottom, and then chevron, and then flamingo, polka dot, fern, chevron. Just makes it go a little faster when you go to make your wreath. Try to keep them the same way. Lost my place. There we go. Mine looks like a mini electric frying pan. I've seen those. I have not gotten one of those yet. I think if I was selling on a mass level of made wreaths, I would definitely invest in one of those. I just have that little simple one for myself because I make the displays for classes. So I'm just making one at a time. All right, so that's ready, and then I'll show you what we did for the flamingo here. These are cable tie mounts. And on the back, there's a peel and stick sticker here. You peel that off and it's got sticky back. I peel that off, I put a little bit of super glue in the center, not much, just a little bit, and I stick it down. I've stuck it down in 3 places, and the reason why I use these is because I can slide this right through and I can attach it to the wreath. So that's why we do that. And then I go around, which I plugged in my glue gun. Hopefully it's warm here. And make a bead of hot glue all the way around. And we're going to attach the plastic to, in this case it's the flamingo, usually it's a sign. And we just want to make sure that it's not going to fall off your wreath. Depending on your elements, it could be cold climate, hot, it could be indoors, you can have heat and cold air back and forth. You never know. We don't want to take any chances for your sign to come off, especially if you're gifting it for somebody or you're making it professionally on your Etsy shop or something and you're going to ship it. When they receive it, you do not want that sign to fall off once they get it. So it's a little more added insurance. I'm gonna unplug my glue gun. I'm gonna set that guy aside while we work on our wreath so he can dry and cure up, excuse me. All right, so this is a 14-inch wire work frame, and we're gonna use pink pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, and we're gonna make 6 connections on the inside and 6 connections on the outside, so you have 12 total connections. And I'll show you how I put them on. So on the inside, I'm gonna have 6, and I put them right up to the seam. I'm gonna cross it over, and I try to work low down here. I don't work up the top. You get much tighter connection if you work down at the bottom. Let's see if I can get a little closer here for you so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna work down at the bottom. I'm gonna cross it over. I'm gonna pull it really tight, and I'm gonna twist twice. And I want it so tight that when I go like this, it doesn't move at all. Your mesh and everything can get heavy on your wreath, and we don't want it to move. We don't want it to fall down. We don't want it to sag, so we want it really, really tight. So again, let's work really low down to the bottom, to the metal. Cross it over with your fingers, pull it tight away from each other, and then twist twice, and nice and tight. And then the outside, we're gonna work on the bottom 2 rings here. And we're gonna go right in between the 2 we put on the top. So you don't really have to measure, it's all done for you. Just find the center of the bottom 2. And then again, I'm gonna work down low, tight, and twist it twice. And you're gonna continue that all the way around. I found the 2 here, and I'm gonna find my center. I'm gonna work low, cross over, and twist it twice. We just want to twist it twice for the 2 steps, this one and the mesh. And then when we do our ribbon, then you can twist it 4 or 5 times, because then we're going to cut it off and it won't matter. But we want to make sure that we have our mesh and our ribbon as close together as we can, because if you keep twisting, you're going to put a couple inches in between, and then it'll just flop back and forth. We want it to stay nice and tight together. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you how we're going to do our curls. So we have 2 green and 1 pink, and they're pretty much curled how they're supposed to be. They're pretty much the burritos how they are. Hello, Julie. So we're going to make them be like a burrito. Our pink, our green, everything is pretty much, this is the bottom of the roll. Once you get towards the end, they are much smaller and tighter when they come off when you cut them. So what you do is, we're gonna make the 2 burritos, we're gonna cross them, we're gonna take the pink one and we're gonna put it in the center, and we're gonna pinch it really, really tight together in our fingers and our hands like that. And then we always work on the bottom, so that when we come around to the top, it's much easier to work. You don't have to dig and find your pipe cleaners and try to cut them and not cut your ribbon at the same time. It's much easier to work if you do the bottom first. So again, we're gonna cross over, pull really tight, and twist twice. And then we're just gonna, whoops, fluff it up. Not so hard like I just did. I like to try to line them up like that. So again, we're just gonna roll these up like a burrito. Put across in that. This one's already done for me pretty much. Almost a little too small. We don't want it as a taquito. We'd rather have it bigger like a burrito. X, put that in the center, pinch it tight, find your next pipe cleaner, and cross it over tight, and twist twice. And then we'll just fluff it and move it around how we want to. And we're just going to continue that all the way around. Move that guy up out of the way. So this is how it looks when you first start cutting it. And then the tight little ones that you saw are how they are when you get to the end of the roll. I'll do that one last. Roll it like a burrito. Hey, hey, hey. What do you have going on tonight, Julie? Anybody doing anything fun or exciting besides watching Krazy and Krafty? Anybody do anything today? We worked in the day, and now we're here at the shop tonight making a flamingo wreath. If you missed it, I have already made this wreath prior for a class, but somebody in class purchased it off the wall. This is how it comes when it's tight. So now I need to make another one because we have class this Thursday, and I like to have it for a display up front. This is a triple curl method. You can do 2 curls, you can do 3. I wanted a pop of color, so I chose to have 3 on this one. Burrito. Burrito. And this one's kind of tighter, so I'll make this a little bit bigger. Bring it over. Pinch it in the center. Make it like a little butterfly bow tie situation there. And then again, we just keep going around the outside. Pull it tight and twist, twist. Connects. This one's just a little bit smaller. Put that in the center. Pinch it up tight. Lisa says, I am so excited to make this pretty wreath. We are excited to have you in class Thursday. So now you're getting a little preview of what you get to do in class. This one's so fun. It looks really, really great on my door, I do have to say. So, right, babe?
Yeah.
The black door, it really pops with the pink, and then we put the pink flower pots in the front.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Super fun looking.
Super, super great. Fun
A lot of
times.
compliments on the neighbors.
Oh, yes. We love it. All right, this is the last one on the bottom. Pull it down tight and twist, twist. We will fluff it up. I like to turn the pink, get a little bit both ways that way. All right, there's our bottom. Bring it out for you. That's what the bottom looks like so far. There you go. All right, let's continue. moving along. Now we're gonna do the fun part with our ribbons. So I've already put them in stacks, and we're gonna rotate. So I'm gonna start with my Flamingo, chevron, and polka dot. I'm gonna find my center of the Flamingo there, pinch it, and then I know where my center is. I can just pinch and walk it up, pull it down towards me, and I'll find one of the locations we just put our mesh in around the outside edge, cross it over tight and twist. And this one, put it a little bit tighter. And this one you can twist several times, make it nice and tight. Get my clippers. And we're gonna give it a little nub here. I'll show you here. It should just be just enough to hold it all, and you down underneath, and we will tuck it under. So it's not too long where it's too much to tuck, and it's not too short to where it might come unraveled. And then we just open up our ribbons. And I want my 1.5 to be in the center. You can do them however you like. So I'm gonna rotate my patterns though, and you can again do it how you like. That's how I like to do it. Flamingo, chevron, polka dot. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. Flamingo, chevron, and polka dot. And it will continue the pattern as you go around and make your wreath. For this on the outside, I like to have the ribbons go about halfway down. So it's all your ribbons are on their outside, and when you go to put the next level on, next layer, you don't hide all those ribbons. Because when you put your mesh on and your ribbons on again in the inside, you can cover all these up. And they're just too pretty to cover up. We worked hard picking those out, didn't we? So about halfway down is how I like to put those on, so we don't cover anything up. So now the next one we're gonna do has our fern and hibiscus. Fold it over in half, kind of like a little bit of a measuring. I'm lining up my flamingos, my very center one. The rest will follow. Open it up, walk it up, pinch it down towards me so that it's already, part of the work is done for spreading out the ribbon. Cross it over tight, twist, twist. Spread them out, and now we've got our fern in the middle. I like to have the 1.5 in the center. That is so cute. All right, we're just going to continue around all the way around the outside. Line those up. Find my center. I don't want one tail longer than the other to come out. So it's a good little trick to help find your center. Walk it up, pinch it down, and we'll just keep going all the way around. Twist, twist. Well, hello, Sean. go. So we've got Flamingo. Oh, I have to go back and cut that. Flamingo, chevron, polka dot. Flamingo, chevron, polka dot. Flamingo, fern, polka dot. Flamingo, fern, polka dot. So here continues our, thanks Sean. I went to school with you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, I did. We went to school together. She says, hey, looks great so far. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing twist 4 or 5 times. We can cut them off. And we can tuck it down and hide it. All right. There we go. And next is our fern. So we've got 3 down, 3 to go on the bottom. Fold it over, find my center. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to walk it up. Twist it a couple times. So if you're not in Michigan and you can't join us in a class to make this, this is a class on this Thursday. We offer this as a wreath kit and we can ship it to you. And then this video will be uploaded to YouTube, so then you can watch it and have live instruction with me. Or not live, prior live. So it'll be recorded tutorial instruction so that you can make it along with me.
That's Lynn that just said hi.
Oh, hello, Lynn. How is Lynn? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us too, Sean. Everybody that's in tonight, thank you for joining us. All right, 2 more. Chevron and a flamingo.
I keep applying to people as me instead of Krazy Krafty.
Are you going out and coming back in?
Yeah.
That's why. Oh my God. Walking it up, pinch it down. Find our next spot. And cross over, twist, twist, twist. Twist, twist, twist.
I just uploaded the link to the kit page.
And I see it. I will pin it. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
So Gary just added the link to at the bottom of the page there, you see, and that'll take you right to the flamingo wreath kit that we are making tonight.
You can see the finished product if they want to see it ahead of time.
Yep, they can see what I'm making before I get to the end.
Yeah.
If they haven't yet, you can peek. Take a peek and see what it's gonna look like. All right, 1 more. Get our center. Very good. I still need, Lynn said I still need to do the coffee one. The coffee is listed right now in August. Lynn, you want to check out, if you want to go to crazyandkrafty.com, it actually is listed in August. think we have
August 18th.
August 18th. Okay, I think what do you have, 14 or 15 seats left on that one?
I think there's 15.
15, okay.
16 left.
16, all right. Then said, okay, well, check it out. All right. We've got polka dot fern flamingo, polka dot fern flamingo, polka dot chevron flamingo, polka dot chevron flamingo, and we carry that all the way around. You guys see that? It's so cute, right? So fun. Okay, I'll bring you back down. We're gonna do our mesh on the next level now. We're gonna continue with our 2 and 1, 2 green, 1 pink. We're gonna roll it up very loose, like a burrito.
What happens if you make them too small?
Then they're super, super tiny. You don't get your coverage.
Okay.
Our goal is to make it, fill it all in, all the spots, so that you don't see the wire form that you're working on. If you do it super tight, then you're gonna have tiny, tiny, tiny little whole circles.
Yeah.
And you don't get much fun in that, not much frill. Pat says, looking so cute already. Aw, thanks, Pat. All right, so we made our X with the green, and then we put our pink in the center, and we're gonna pinch it up. And now this time we're gonna work on the top. We cut all our pipe cleaners off so we can work on the inside 6 now. And I like to pull this up a little bit. And put it all the way down in the middle of our pipe cleaner, working a low again still, like we did for the twist ties to put them on. I'm sorry, not twist ties, chenille stems or pipe cleaners. So we're gonna work real low, cross it over tight, and then twist twice. And then we're just gonna fluff it up, move it around, fill it in so we can cover a lot of ground, cover up so you don't see your metal form. 2 more.
Susan Fisher's watching.
Susan Fisher. I don't see that. Maybe
It's, sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes I get it before you, sometimes you get it before me. I see Eleanor Hensley Parsons. She tagged Tasha Parsons Masters.
Very nice. Thank you for the tag, Eleanor. I do not see that Susan is watching. I'm on a delay, but I'll say hello, Susan, and hello, Eleanor. And again, thanks for the tag. Here we go. Roll this up. We don't want it too small. We want it like a burrito, not a taquito. Make our X, put our pink in the center, so it's easy for us to pinch it together, bring it down, find our next spot, move our mesh up a little bit so we don't hide our curls we just did. We're gonna work really low, pull it down tight, work low just like we did attaching these to the wreath, and we're gonna twist it twice. I don't work at the top of my pipe cleaners. I like to work down low. Gives you more control, more coverage that way.
Yeah, they get a little floppy if you don't make them tight.
Yes. You will forever be fixing your tails when you're working through your wreath. All right, I think we're good. It's getting super cute.
Was it Linda who bought your
Linda,
display?
yes. Linda bought. She bought the coffee one too.
Yeah.
That Lynn is wanting to do.
Yeah.
She bought and she was in a different class. She was in the pink tulip class.
Yeah.
Saw the display around the shop of the flamingo and the coffee. We like to hang and display the wreaths that are coming up for class and kits. We like to have them around the shop, and Linda loved the coffee and the flamingo, and she purchased them both. So I already made the coffee one, and now I'm making the flamingo one. So I have to have a display for class. Lisa, have a great night. Oh, I have to get ready for work. Yes, working those midnights. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Lisa, and have a great night at work. What am I doing? I'm doing ribbon. I'm talking. It happens. I didn't put it in though. I've done that too.
And
Do the burrito.
Linda shipped her flamingo wreath to Florida, didn't she?
Oh, she did. She shipped her. She bought it for her friends in Florida. Bought it for them and shipped it out to them. But she said the coffee one's staying for herself.
Someone bought a kit too. We shipped out a kit. Was it?
Flamingo kit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Texas?
I am not sure. It might have been Pennsylvania or something.
Cool.
All right, again, we're crossing over, pull it tight, twist, twist. And fluff them up. Get them all situated where you want them to be. Hiding everything you want them to hide. All up and fun. Fun and fancy. All right, 2 and 1 again. 3 down, 3 to go. Making it loose like a burrito. And that hides your edges, by the way. Mesh phrase, it's inevitable. So if it's hidden inside, it's contained, then it's less likely to be a frayed mess. So we try to curl that up, and then it gives it a fun look. Cross them over, pinch it together, pull it in to our next spot, pull this up. Cross over tight and twist, twist. We're only doing 2 twists because we still have to put the ribbon in. We want the ribbon and the mesh to be as close together as possible because they will move and they will shift, and we don't want our ribbons to flip and flop. All right, 2 more. There we go. Two in an X. The third one is our pink one. Make our X. Pinch it together. Find our next spot. Move a couple out of the way from the bottom and the side. And then put it down together. I'm pulling really tight and then twisting twice. And then I'm gonna fluff and pull them up and adjust them. And mesh has a mind of its own, of course, and they will stick together, but that's okay. All right, our last one. They'll sit on the side there. Do a green. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. How are you? Long time no see. We miss you in class. We miss all our crazy crafters. Everyone who's come to class, we miss them when they leave. having so much fun. Pinch it together. This is our last one. Move it out of the way from below and next door. Pulling it down. Show you tight. And twist it twice. And then we just play around and pull it around. Manipulate it. Oh my goodness, how fun is this? This is great, you guys. Check this out. Do you see that? Isn't that super fun? Look at that. All right, so we'll continue. All right, the ribbons will forever need to be checked and moved until we are absolutely complete with it. So just go around and do one quick little ribbon check before we move to the top layer of our ribbons. All right, it's looking good. Quick drink of water. Okay. Now we're going to start the top. Fern one here. Find our center of our flamingo here. Give it a little pinch at the bottom. We'll open it up, give it a little crease, and then I know where I can just pinch and walk up my ribbon and bend it down towards me. And I'm going to put in my ribbon to the next layer here. Crossing over, working real tight down at the bottom again. Pull, twist, and this one we're going to twist it several times. And cut it off. And tuck it under. In this one, I open up a little bit more than the bottom. The bottom I just do half down, but the second level, I open it just a little bit more, about 3/4. I don't do the middle because that will generally be covered by your sign and your bow. But I want to see my patterns, so I've spread it open. And if you see, this is where the mesh is in the center. So it's about 3/4 of the way.
Is yours locked up? Is your screen?
No.
Okay. Must be just me.
Lynn said, see you soon.
That was me.
Oh.
I said, but maybe she said it back.
Oh, no, Lynn said, see you soon.
I said bye to Lisa and see you soon.
Oh, yes. No, Lynn. Lynn said,
good.
see you soon. Sounds like she wants to do the coffee one still. Might work out the date for her and some friends. This one, I knew where my center was because this is the one I tried to put in last time when I wasn't quite ready. Cross it over tight and twist, twist. And I'm going to actually twist it a couple more times. And tuck it. Whenever I'm spreading out my ribbons and I want to hold on to, and this is how I do it, I just kind of start all the way at the top because that's a little bit of resistance that I just made for myself to be able to pull and tug on them to open them up a little bit. So it gives me a little bit of security, a little backbone to hold on to as I manipulate the ribbons where I want them to go. There we go. Got chevron next. Well, hello, Denise. We miss you too, Denise. We're just saying we miss all our crazy crafters. Everybody who's been in class, we miss you. And if you haven't been in class, we still miss you. We miss you too. We miss everybody who's not in class with us. It's lonely in class by yourself, right? All right, crossing over, I'm working really low, cross over and twist, twist, twist. Cut the little knob off, tuck it down inside. And open up and manipulate the ribbon. You do need to do it again soon. I agree. Come back. Waiting for Halloween. Denise said she's waiting for Halloween. So are we. Oh, goodness. Yes, we're excited to do some Halloween stuff too. Halloween and Christmas. We are excited. How soon is too soon? Does everybody want it now? You're going to store it and not be able to hang it up until October? And then if you do Christmas now, you got to hold on to it until at least the day after Thanksgiving, right? And then put it up. So you got to store it. So we're just wondering, how soon is too soon? Is there a too soon for those? We don't want to let go of our summer. We just got freed. Hello, Judy. Twist it down. In case you're just joining us, we're making flamingo wreath. We're on our second layer here. Putting in our ribbons. Twist several times. And we'll cut it off. This is available as a kit. It is also available as a class. We did one. We have one coming up Thursday for this. If you cannot attend class, if you are in another state, that's okay because it's a kit. And now we have this video that you can fall back on and you can watch it and make it with me. We're going to upload it to YouTube, so if you could follow, like, subscribe, however that works on YouTube. I think it's subscribe.
I think it is.
Like and subscribe.
Get the link at the bottom if they want to look at the kit.
Very good. If you would like to purchase this kit that we're making tonight, it is pinned here at the bottom of the screen. You can touch that link. It'll take you right to the Flamingo wreath kit on crazyandkrafty.com. If you're in Michigan, we'd love to have you in class. And that is crazyandkrafty.com. And you'll find classes and kits there. Bring your favorite bottle of wine.
So they can see the spelling of crazy. If they don't.
Let's see. I'm not sure how to put that. Let me move this over. Is that showing?
There you go.
Yes, no. I don't know if you can see.
That's pretty good.
Is it out?
On delete. You can see it in your screen and we can see it.
I cannot.
And then fix it.
Trying.
Probably closer to
I think it needs to go
There
to
you
me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the middle of my wreath in a second.
Leave it there.
All right, right there. Krafty.com.
Backwards.
All right, thank goodness we only have 2 left. All right, we're finding our center of our flamingo now that we got that going. Is it too far? Oh goodness. All right, and then we'll walk it up, pinch it down.
You can slide your zoom over a little bit so you can get less of like your right side of the map.
Like that? How's that? Crossing it over. Whoops.
Whoa.
I know, I was trying
That's
to play
good.
around with it.
Yeah.
Twist, twist. It's on a delay, so I don't get to see what you guys see for a minute. All right, twist over. All right. So this is where you find the classes and the wreath kits. And we also have supplies as well listed. Signs, mesh, ribbon, if there's any left.
Tough year on supplies.
It sure is. They go fast. We like to rotate.
We just had a lady in Lansing buy some signs. Was it her name Anita?
Yes.
Yeah.
And mesh. We had.
Yeah. Lots
Yep.
of
We
mesh.
shipped out two packages full of mesh and one with signs today. All right, we have one left. We got polka dot chevron flamingo, and then we've got our fern is what's left. Find our center. A little over, pinch it. There's our center. We can walk it up the center, pull it down, and find our last spot. Work real close and down low on your pipe cleaner. Pull it down and twist several times. And then we'll cut it off. Make a little nub for it, and then we'll tuck it under so you don't see it. And then we'll spread out our ribbons. About 3/4 of the way. All right, look at that. That's so cute. I just love that pop of the pink and the green. Look at that. It's so cute. All right, so now we can make our bow or we can put on our sign. I think I'll put the sign on, so let's see. I like to find center, top or the bottom, so I know where I want to put my bow and where I want to put my flamingo. And I like to try to hide the nubs. And I just noticed that I did not rotate here. I messed it up. So I'm going to switch. No, because that wouldn't work either. I'm going to switch these. That's what I'll do. I already cut them, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. So I wasn't paying attention. And it happens. I'll open that one up. Before I take it out, see how long I've cut this one. That one's pretty good too. So just undo that. Lift it out. Lift this one out. Set it in the center.
Nice save.
And twist. And twist, twist, twist a couple times. Thank you, babe. And tuck under. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But we caught it, and that's the thing. I caught it before we continued any further. All right, now, for real, this is the last one. Cross it over and twist. It's a good thing I didn't cut it too short. It gave me a little bit of ample space to be able to still put it in and twist. That's what happens.
Somebody learned. Maybe
you get to talking.
Oh, it is savable. So
it is savable, yeah. You get to talking and get carried away, and you lose track of what you were doing. It happens. All right. Okay, now we'll move that. I'm going to move this down. Okay. So we put in our cable tie mounts. We put a little bit of glue. We peeled off the backing first. Put a little bit of super glue in the center. We stuck it down. And I did the head, the bum, tail here, and the foot. So after I stuck it down with a little bit of super glue, I did the outside edge with hot glue. And then I set it aside and let that dry, and then I continued making the wreath. So now it's all cured and secure. We just want to give it a little added security. We don't want it to fall off on anybody. Aw, thanks, Pat. We're all human.
that's right.
Yes, we are. You get to talking and you lose track. So I am just wrapping it up as if it's like a pole. And this is the stem long length, that way we can go all the way through the mesh. So I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit, cross it over tight, twist, and then I just wrap it up as I go. All right, so now where was I before I figured out that I did that? Okay, so I think what I will try to do is lay these down. And I like to try to see where I can put this to where I can hide the nubs and put my bow to hide the nubs as well. So I think this is a pretty good spot. So I'm gonna hide this one with the head. I'm gonna hide this one with the breast of it, and then I hide this one with the knees. So that one is pretty good. That's a pretty good spot right there, I think. If I move it anymore, then it won't. So yes, I think that is what I'll do. All right, so lift up just a smidge. Get my pipe cleaners out. All right, and I'll start, and I just want to find a spot that goes straight down through the mesh. And what I like to do is I like to pull it off the table a little bit, and I'll catch it with my one hand underneath while I push and poke through with the other hand. Open this up a little bit. I'm going to pull it down, and I'm just going to wrap it around my wreath frame. Wrap it around a couple times. And you can just keep wrapping, or you can cut it off and tuck it. You can do however you like. All right, so I think I'll do that with the these so I can still see the fun colors around. Pull that out. And that one's hidden, and then that knees hide that one. Cool, very good, very good, very good. All right, and then this might be a little longer than I want. Let's see. I can move that one up a little bit. I can still hide it, and then it's not too long off the wreath. Yep, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll pull it up just a little bit more. One more twist untie here. All right, and I'm just going to move it up just a little bit. Don't think I want it hanging quite so far off the wreath, so I'm moving it up, the head up a little bit, so I still can cover it with the breast and the knee, but it's not hanging all the way off the wreath. I think that's better. What do you guys think? That better? Dawn, you should be a hand model? What?
Joey.
What? Well, thank you. Pat says the same thing. Pat says, I was thinking that too, Denise. Well, thank you, ladies. Or, Pat is a hard name. It's a boy or a girl. There are boys that do wreaths too.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming girl, but I don't want to be rude and not and call Pat a girl if it's a boy, and I don't want to call Pat a boy if you're a girl. Help me, Pat. Help me, Pat. From New York. Female. Thank you. All right. And thank you for the very nice words. Hand model. You guys are silly. Did you say Joey did? Oh, yes, in Friends, Joey was a hand model. That didn't last long, did it?
Nope.
One episode, he was a hand model.
On his
Extra
hand,
money.
on his hand twin.
Hand. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hand twin.
I love that show. Friends is great. This is hiding a nice nub there, so I'm hiding 1, 2, 3, 4. Bonus. Just twisting it around. All right, and we have one left. Pat's laughing. Oh, I love it. I love having the conversation, the entertainment. I love having company when I make the wreaths. It's so much fun. So much fun. Hand model, you guys are so silly. All right, so there we go. We have Flamingo, and we're going to put our bow right here and hang down. All right, fantastic. We'll be able to hide that. No, and this one too. This is great. I love it. You have the fun and the laughter.
It does make it fun.
It
People are joking around,
really
chatting.
does. Yes, helps to pass the time too. All right, we'll set that aside. I could fix tails and play around with these wreaths all day.
I don't
It's
remember.
addicting.
I don't remember Pat's earlier comments. Is Pat a wreath builder? And do you remember?
Pat,
Yes, sir.
right. Pat is the one that was doing, she sold some and is going to do with the teachers.
Oh, yes. Oh, good.
I believe. Yep, and she got the best birthday gifts ever were the
my
wire
comments-
cutters and stuff.
My
Yeah.
comments don't go back that far.
Okay. Yep. She made some. She's hoping we're relying on word of mouth, which is what we love too. We're relying on word of mouth for our wreaths too.
And we're not even having wine, Pat says.
We're not even having wine. We're not. I've got my water. I would definitely have a glass of wine if I had any.
I think we need to have Pat in as a special guest.
Oh, yes. She can bring her wine. That's the fun part of coming to class, actually.
It would be over the top.
Is, yes. You can come to class and you can bring your unopened bottle of wine and have a crazy great time with us with your wine in hand, making a wreath, going home with an awesome wreath when you're done. All right, I'm going to completely move this out of the way. This might be in my way too when I'm making this right now. Let's see. All right, we start with the fern, I believe. I haven't made this one in a little while. Do you sell the ones that you make? Funny you ask. I'm making this one right now because someone purchased my first one. They were here in class and they purchased it and the coffee one while they were making the pink tulip one.
You have some
So,
on your Etsy store too.
I do have some on my Etsy shop, yes. I have some wreaths that are already made on my Etsy shop. And that is Krazy and Krafty as well.
Pat says it's a bit too far, but I feel like I'm there with you.
Aw, New York is a bit far. All right, so we're gonna start with the fern, and this is gonna be the back, and we're gonna have 4. We're gonna have 4 loops, and they're gonna be 5.5-inch loops, and I'm gonna do 12-inch tails for this. So I'm going to measure out. I hope I have enough to do that. I think I do. We will soon find out because it's not like you can't start over on a bow. That's the great thing about it. So we're going to do 12-inch tails, and then I'm going to make a twist and set it down inside the bow maker. That's what I love about this Krazy bow maker, or the mine's called the deluxe bow maker. I pull the tail down by me and I make your twist, and this holds it for me. That's why I love it. So I'm going to do 5.5-inch tails. So I like to put my hand here and hold it. And then I'll twist and I'll put the ugly side up. Having the ugly side up, I'm going to flip it on its back. Puts the ugly side so that when we come back around, the pretty side will be up for us. And we're just going to continue that. Turn it over, flip it on its back. I use my pinky to hold my spot on my bow maker here. Twist. See if I have enough. And down. So not quite. So I'm going to back it up. And I will do 4.5-inch because I really want the long tails. So I'm still going to do that 12-inch tail. And then I'm going to do, instead, I'm going to give myself, I'm going to do 4.5 inches instead of 5.5. bring it in, twist on its back, fold it over, slide it down, twist it on its back. We'll repeat that again to match, twist, again, and then the last one you don't have to twist. All right, and that worked out well. 4.5 and 4.5. So I'm going to slide these open now so I can still continue to use my numbers here. All right, and the next one is going to be, let's do, flamingo or polka dot? I think we'll do, we'll do flamingo or polka dot?
Go flamingo.
Go flamingo next?
Yeah.
And then put the polka dot in the center? And this will be 3 loops for 5-inch, and I think I'll do the polka dot next.
Okay.
Sorry, babe. Just thinking flamingo, we should have the flamingo out. So I think I'm going to do the flamingo next. And I'm going to go a little bit shorter on my tail. So I'm going to do 11-inch, and I'm going to twist. I'm going to pull it down. And flip it on its back. And I'm going to make 3 5-inch loops on this one. Use my finger to guide it. And twist. And again, 5-inch. And twist. And I'm short on this one too. So I guess I'll bring it up to 10-inch. It's been a while since I made this. Sorry about that, guys. I made it a while ago. I'll do 10-inch tail, and I'll do another 4.5-inch just to make sure that I have enough. And I'm just going to do 3 loops for this one. Open it up to 4.5, twist, put it on its back, flip it over, make it match the last one, and down. All right. Move these out of the way so we can see, and we know the same thing. We'll do that again. Now I think I'll go with an 8-inch tail on that one. Twist and 5-inch loop again, or we'll do 4.5 like the matching ones. All the rest. 4.5 and twist and 4.5 again. Twist it on its back, and 1 more, and bring it down. All right, so now we have our pipe cleaner for our bow. I'm actually going to switch this one over, 2 and 1. I'm actually going to flip it up on the other side so that I can have 2 and 1 on the opposite side. Twist this guy down. So then we have 1 polka dot, 2 flamingo on this side, and then we have 2 polka dot and 1 flamingo on this side. There we go. And so we have our pipe cleaner. We're going to fold it in half, and then this will be our top here, and it'll be straddled on each side. on the top of the bow, and then this will be the bottom, and it'll act exactly like it did on the sign where we feed it through the mesh and find the wire. So I like to pull this up slow. I put my thumb on top and I put my fingers on each side of this dowel like this. And then I pinch on here and I'll pull up really slow. Feed this down inside. And I'll give it a good twist. I like to pull these down. And then give them a little bit of a fluff. Not exactly how it'll be. Just open it up a little bit so I can see how it'll be on the wreath for placement. And I want to see these guys here. Open those up a little bit. And don't be afraid to get your fingers in there and open them up. I think I actually might want to put a little button in the middle of that too, so I might open that up again after and put a button there. Let's see how it looks. So put our bow there. Let's see. And I like to dovetail after. I know where I'm going to put it so that I know, and I can cut once. So if I cut it ahead of time and then I put the bow on and it covers some words on my sign or covers anything that I don't want it to, then I'd have to cut it again. So I'd rather just cut once and be done. I think I want these up a little shorter, and I think I might want a button in the middle of this one here. What do you guys think? Should I open that up and put a little button in there? I think I might open it up and put a little button in the middle. I always like the way that looks on the bows. I'm just going to move that around a little bit. Am I putting it tighter or smaller? I always make it so tight I can't even tell. Nope, I think I'm making it tighter. Oh, I got it. All right. So I'm going to put this back down on here. And treat it like it's holding it down for me if I can do that. And I think I can. So it's just holding it in place for me for a second. So I think what I'll do is put a little button there. So I'll just make this a little bit smaller. So that I have a little bit extra to make a little button. And the way you do that is, instead of stopping when you're done after the 3 loops and making your tail and just come straight down, I'm actually going to go do 1 more loop, but I'm going to do it tiny. I'm going to do it a small one, and I'm going to do it about there, so I have a little button nub in the middle. Now I'll pull it off and do it again, holding it down with my thumb, and I pull my fingers underneath and pull it up. Okay, pipe cleaner down just the same. I like to bend my fingers up around my thumb. It helps to make it tighter. It gives it a little fluff there. And twist my pipe cleaner. Twist it around my bow. There we go. I think that's going to be better. I think it's going to be cuter. I love when the bows have the little buttons in the middle. I just think it's so cute. And this one actually fell right into place for perfect for the flamingo right there, right in the middle. Love it. Okay. So we've got on the bottom and on the top. I like to show those. And then we've got through the 2 and 1 flamingo here. And then we've got 1 with 2 flamingos here. All right, now let's see where we want to put this. Okay, and we've got him over here. Open this up. Okay, let's see. I think up here would be a good spot. And have those ribbons hanging down for him. There we go. I think that'll be good. So then I'll do the same thing I did with the sign. And I will go directly through the mesh. I like to pull it down off the table and put my hand underneath and catch it when I poke it through. And then these guys I twist together around the metal frame. So I find both sides and I just pull it down tight. And then I just twist them together around the frame. So I found the frame and then I kind of straddled each side around that frame and then I twist it. And then we're going to fluff it a little bit and then we're going to dovetail our tails. And I like to curl, just like you do with your scissors and making 6-inch ribbon curls with the scissors and ribbon for presents and things. I like to do the same thing with my fingers. You can give it a little bit of fluff that way. Gives it a little bit of curl, a little bit of life to your ribbons. We are almost done here. I'm going to dovetail the ends of these ribbons, cut them up to make sure it's on my left. We don't want to cut through the metal. We want to cut to the metal. I'm right-handed, so I'll line up the metal on the left-hand side, the wire. A little bit longer. Pretty good, a little bit more, I think. And our last 2, a little bit longer. Can they get to the wreaths that are for sale on the Etsy shop through crazyandkrafty.com?
I'll check, I think so.
Awesome.
We had that link there originally.
Yeah, so I was thinking, try to answer Sean's question, and I was thinking back to at one time we could, but I'm not sure if it's still
it's still
there. It's still there? Very good.
Top of the page, there's Pinterest, there's Etsy,
Okay.
there's Facebook, hit the big E.
Hit the big The big E. All right, so at the across the top of the page, when you go into crazycrafty.com, across the top, it's got Pinterest, Facebook, Etsy, and Instagram.
I think so.
Okay. So then you can just touch that link, and it'll take right to our Etsy page for the wreaths that are already made. All right, and there we have it. We've got our cute flamingo wreath. You guys see that? See, I'm new to this camera angle thing, so bear with me there.
You zoom out.
Let's see.
There you go. Yeah, I see you now.
And I'm trying to, there it goes. Nope. Yes?
That's pretty good.
I can't tell. How's that?
Like I said, if you can see it on your display, we can see it.
Down
It's
here.
delayed for me, so I don't know what
It's very delayed for me. That's why it's hard for me to tell if I have it right or not until I see it after. So, all right. So I'm going to recap real quick. We did the triple curl method tonight. We had two green curl and one pink curl. We did the green in an X. We put the pink in the center, pinched it. And we have 6 pipe cleaners around the inside of our 14-inch frame. We have 6 pipe cleaners on the outside of our frame. And we just found the center on those. We put the mesh down. We cut our ribbons are 12 inches and we dovetailed them. We used 3 tonight of pattern here, and then we have our one we rotated. So we have polka dot and flamingo and chevron and polka dot, fern with hibiscus, and flamingo, so that we rotated and we have all those so we can pop our colors. We use cable tie mounts, sorry, trying to think of the name. Cable tie mounts to connect our sign, in this case it's a flamingo, to the back. So we use a little bit of glue and we stuck it down at the head, the tail, and the legs, and we put a little bit of super glue, a little bit of hot glue, just to make sure it stays, fed a pipe cleaner through it, and we fed it down through the middle, and then we made our bow, and we have everything that we need for this on crazyandcrafty.com as a kit. And you can also come to class this Thursday and make it. I think I actually might make these a little bit shorter. As I'm sitting here looking, you can do that. You can bring your unopened bottle of wine and join us to make this wreath live in class. If you're not in Michigan and you still want to make this wreath, you can find us at crazycrafty.com. You can buy the kit, and we will upload this video to YouTube. So then you can, when you get your kit, you can make it with me. Pat says adorable and so much fun tonight. See you soon. See you soon. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for watching. So I want to say goodnight to everybody. And thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's so much more fun when I have people with me to chat with and laugh with. And so we will see you soon. I'll do another live maybe tomorrow night. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. It's always a great time. It's time to get a little crazy. Have a good night. Bye.